question number 7. Where do I go for answers? So this is the final in this series on the 7 questions. And we come to the last question, which in one sense is sort of the first question. 18 years ago, when I was just starting as the senior pastor at Christ Church, I started this thing called Fence Posts. And we went to this question, and it framed it differently. Tragically, over the last 18 years, as I looked at what I wrote 18 years ago when we did this same series, I thought, yeah, I can't expect people to understand that. Every year of my ministry, so I've been doing this for 35 years, whatever, every year people have less biblical knowledge and sort of perhaps shorter attention spans. And so we tragically keep simplifying things. So in this series, I'm trying to give you a lot. And of course, we started the Lake Light Institute to go deeper so that we don't simply just keep getting simpler and simpler. We're also going back to go deeper and deeper. But 18 years ago, when I framed this series, and I did one of these for the next 6 years, each of these are articles in the Christ Church Statement of Faith. So the first one is on the authority of Scripture, which is arguing that this is where we go to get answers. Now the challenge is that means you are initially jumping into asking people to think about their own thinking and to be more philosophical and to understand all this. And it felt like what I really wanted to do was start with Jesus, which is the 4th article in our Statement of Faith. I did them this way last time. When I wrote the questions, I put this question at the end, whether that's where it should be or not. There's a sense in which the last question is the first question. How do we answer the first 6 questions? And the argument is there are 4 categories of truth, 4 sources of authority: reason, revelation, tradition, and intuition. When I wrote about these 18 years ago, I said there's 4 suits in the card game, and revelation is trump. Okay, well, trump became a much more problematic term in the last 18 years, and so I can't really say that the Bible is the trump card, because that will be perhaps misunderstood. But my wife is a big advocate of euchre, so we have these euchre parties, and if you play euchre, it's just like playing hearts or spades or different poker games. There's a trump card. There's a card that is the most important one. It has more power than the other cards. And so in that sense, not in the sense of, the 45th president of the United States, but in that sense of what suit is of greater value, we say that all 4 of these sources of authority, reason, intuition, tradition, and revelation, they all have value. And there's a sense in which we use all 4 of them, and we use different ones at different times. But the one that is of the greatest value, especially when we're looking at the first 6 questions, is the revelation of God. And the revelation of God comes through Jesus, and it comes in this book. And so we are to study, to present ourselves as workers who have no need to be ashamed. We are rightly handling the word of truth. We understand what the book says, so we shape our worldview. We take the answers to the first 6 questions, and we allow those 6 questions to shape our heart, how we live. That's why question number 7 is so important. Have a good day.